Rarely would we, as CBS 2 investigators, promote public documents be sealed or information concealed. We fight for the opposite, transparency. Except in this case, when we found out Cook County was failing to conceal these documents, the identities of child sex assault victims, that failure actually broke the law. We called on the county to fix it. They said they did fix it. We just learned they did not fix it. They missed 10,000.
How to tell a story about kids. Kids that can't be seen. Child cutouts. Cut out by kids. And colored in. But they represent a black and white issue.
Appalled.
I'm shocked. I'm truly shocked.
I mean, people will be outraged when they hear this.
All were. The CBS 2 investigators uncovered a now former circuit court clerk, Dorothy Brown, breakdown.
Excuse me?
The IDs of child sex assault victims on full public view at the Daly Center.
She was 7, he was 66.
Names, addresses, more, potentially putting them at further risk.
Looks like this guy was on parole.
When our initial story ran in late October, Clerk Brown promised she'd fix it. Recently, we checked her promise. We found more names. Copies of cases simply handed to us.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Take care.
It was not fixed. Despite the fact there's a long-standing law to protect, redact victims' identifiers.
Hi, I'm just looking to print out documents from the computers.
So how did a CBS 2 investigator last year
Thank you.
print out 21 names, 17 cases, ages 5 and up? Indignant cops, State's Attorney Kim Fox, Chief Judge Timothy Evans all said it was on Clerk Brown to uphold the statute. In the waning days of her tenure, she promised to, but only after the state's attorney called her efforts inadequate and threatened to sue her. Just a couple weeks ago, the same CBS 2 investigator went back to test the system again.
Hello, how are you?
The records from our previous story, the 21 names from 17 cases from just 1 year, they were concealed. So we checked older cases and any filed since our last story. There they were. There were more.
I just needed to print from Terminal 6, please.
Our producer's undercover video seems the same.
Thank you so much.
It's not.
Appreciate it. Take care. You too.
In these new cases, one was 4. The perpetrator, a cousin. Eventually, we learned more than 10,000 child sex assault cases contained unique IDs that still could have been visible to the public.
I was outraged after all these months. This is still a problem.
Shar Revetz spent her life advocating for the likes of those in these very documents.
It's another abuse to them.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
There's now a new clerk in town, Iris Martinez.
We will develop the best office of the clerk of the circuit court.
In a statement, Ms. Martinez said she was appalled when she saw our first story and was told in December then Clerk Brown's team restricted access to all cases. So why were we still able to see so many so recently? According to Martinez, Brown's attempted fix only concealed 800 cases of thousands. In Martinez's words, failed and fell woefully short. And no one knew.
Thank you so much.
Until we checked.
She was 7.
Experts told us not to reach out to the victims. Because like in the case of the 4-year-old we found, he's still a child. One child multiplied.
Clerk Martinez says her office is in the process of fixing the entire system. They hope by Monday morning. Her full statement at cbschicago.com. As for the law that was broken, the law to conceal child victims, it has no teeth. Doesn't say who's responsible or what's the penalty. Our reporting on this is not over. A note, we destroyed all the printed documents in our possession.